from
you surprised
NASCAR?
about that?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I assume you feel like you should get one, right? I mean,
Yeah.
so,
It's not up to me.
yeah.
Does NASCAR's decision or lack thereof affect the way that you race at all this weekend or going forward through the summer?
No.
Does the whole experience being so frustrating, would it impact whether you do it again? Like, it sounded like you just couldn't make anybody happy, right? And so I'm curious if just the frustration and disappointment would impact.
No, I mean, I would like to do it again just because I can't imagine the weather could get any worse or screw up the plans any worse. So, no, I mean, I think if I was to do it again, it would go smoother.
What's the mood as a team right now? Because everybody's wondering, oh, are we going to get a waiver? Are we not going to get a waiver? Could you tell it different? But are you guys anxious?
No. I mean, the team gets raced for a championship, so
What would you do if they say you don't get a waiver?
I would not do anything different. I would try and win a championship.
Would you say it's business as usual with you and everybody?
Yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't be.
Right.
Last year's race here was pretty chaotic. What did you learn from this, given that it's a new track?
It's not a new track, but we've struggled pretty bad here the last 2 years. So my car feels better in practice, but I think everybody else has gotten a lot better too. So we're still not very competitive on lap time, but my car balance feels better. So hopefully that means something for the race.
This is one of the bigger markets that we go to as well. How do you like just coming to the St. Louis area in this racetrack?
Yeah, I enjoy this area. There's a lot of race fans in the Midwest. So, yeah, I mean, the crowd last year and the year before was amazing. So, yeah, hope to see a good crowd again.
Kyle, what did you learn about yourself over the challenges of everything that you went through in May? I mean, the back and forth. And I mean, I know you race all kinds of different disciplines, but to push yourself at that level, what did you learn about your inner self?
Nothing. It wasn't really any back and forth or anything like that. It was actually pretty calm for what I'm used to. So with travel and getting home at 4 a.m.s and all that, so nothing was too crazy. I felt like I got comfortable with the race car and procedures and all that. Maybe a little bit easier than I thought I would. So I think just probably helps racing as much as I do in different types of cars to be able to adapt quickly.
Are you stressed out over the waiver stuff, or are you like,
I'm not.
You're not. You're like, whatever. You can't do anything about it, so you're gonna say.
It's not up to me, so yeah, just I'll be here every weekend.
I bet everybody's gonna run on the new pavement.
Yeah.
Kyle, Fox Sports Mexico. First, congratulations for Rookie of the Year at Indy. Second, this is a place, this is a track with the track position is very important. Do you qualify like you wish?
No, I'm here talking right now when other people are getting ready to qualify, so I did not qualify like we wish, but we qualified way better than we typically do here, which is still average, but better than normal. So, hopefully we can get our car a little bit better, and then our team always does a really good job of calling races smartly. So, we'll see. We're not out of it.
There are 300 miles to run. It's easy to pass here, or it's difficult? Very difficult. Okay.
Mucho.
Mucho. Okay. Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle, when you saw the weather forecast last week and what it was going to do Sunday morning, what were the emotions throughout the day?
Well, I was just hopeful that it would rain long enough to where they would cancel it. I knew rain was coming, but I just didn't know how long it would last, and so I was pretty optimistic that we would get rained out there, and then as it was getting closer, I realized it was probably not going to happen, and then you just get kind of down because you're not going to be able to race both races, and I felt like I was going to let my NASCAR team down, not being able to get there in time to start the race, and I didn't know if I'd have even time to get there to race any of it, even without the rain delay at the time before the rain came. So all that kind of sucked.
From a historical standpoint, 30 years ago, guys from USAC they would normally end up in IndyCar. You know, Brian was probably just one of the few guys that got that shot to do that. Could you feel the sense of the open wheel people really supporting you, because it was good to see an American kid who had come up through midgets and sprint cars and all that finally get an opportunity to go to the big track?
I don't know. I mean, I felt the support from all disciplines, dirt racing, NASCAR fans, IndyCar fans. Like, I think everybody's just excited to see me run. I think because there's been a lot of anticipation that I would hopefully someday run that race. And so I mean, I felt the support through the whole, I mean, really for the last year since we announced it, but especially the last couple weeks. So yeah, all that was great, and yeah, it was great to feel like, you know, I was helping build the sport.
And Zach Brown tweeted, you know, don't apologize. I'm curious, what have your conversations been like, maybe with either Rick or Jeff Gordon or Cliff, as far as have they needed to pick you up at all? And what have they done?
Cliff gave me a good, a nice phone call and all that. I wasn't as sad about the way that the IndyCar race turned out. I was just sad that, you know, I didn't get a chance to, you know, get into the car and get going, and I felt like I was, you know, in my heart and in my mind, I thought that I was letting these guys down. Because I didn't get to talk to them for the race. So I thought, you know, that if I was in their shoes, I would be, you know, I didn't know what they were thinking. I didn't want them to think that I chose something else over them. So, but, you know, after talking to Cliff, everybody was in great spirits and all that. So, and proud that I was, you know, at Indy, you know, representing their team. So, yeah, that all made me feel better. I just didn't really know, so I felt just, you know, depressed with it too.
Yeah, but you were worried that you cost a potentially shot at it.
Yeah, I mean, there's 8 bonus points on the line there and all that. So I mean, it was, you know, impactful, or it could be an impactful race for your season. So. Yeah, no, it just didn't work out. The weather didn't work out, but nothing you can do about it now. So yeah, just race.
Obviously, there's a lot of kind of pageantry with Waiver actually getting into Indy 500 race day. What were the emotions like after the whole month of May, getting to be in the race, battling at the top 10 with guys like Allaway and Scott Dixon?
Yeah, all that was cool. You know, getting to race, and the restarts were a lot of fun. My car balance wasn't, you know, which nobody, it's hard for anybody to pass there once you get going. But yeah, I just didn't have the car balance to, like, be aggressive once we got going. So I knew I needed to take advantage of restarts, and those were a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, when you're out there, you're trying to block Scott Dixon in your mirror, or you know, passing guys who've been doing it a long time. Like it was pretty neat to share with all those guys. Was something I enjoyed.
And you know, you mentioned that you talked to Cliff about having to miss a 600. I wonder, how would you describe the dynamic between you and him in the race, trying to get the car better throughout the day?
During the races, yeah, I mean, it's great, and even off the track too, it's great. So yeah, I mean, he's obviously a great crew chief, but he's also a great friend. So yeah, we have an awesome relationship, and you're glad to have him both on the box, but also as a friend.
So, we're getting into the kind of the big summer stretch here in June and July. Does your workout routine or anything like that change for these upcoming months?
No. I mean, no. No.
Hi, I'm Christopher DeHardy with Frontstretch.com. If you enjoyed what you just saw, hit the like button and subscribe for some more great racing content.